you just imagine? This place is absolutely fantastic, it's mind-blowing, and you'll never ever get bored here. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You might probably think that I'm somewhere at the seashore, but this is not the case. I'm back to Lake Garda, and you probably know by now that I'm a huge fan of this area. I have already made quite a few videos from here. However, there are so many fantastic places around Lake Garda, and honestly I feel like I could come here again and again to film more videos for you. And today we are in Lazise, which is a wonderful town in Lake Garda. I haven't been here before, so it's gonna be the first time for me as well. It's a very interesting place because it has some very peculiar, mysterious legends, and you know I love them, and also beautiful views, fantastic crystal clear water, nice bars and cafes, and you know, basically everything you might want in a town that is a holiday destination. So now if you're ready, let's go with me and then let's explore this city together.
I'll be playing in that band. I'll be praying on our knees, we'll bow our heads, raise our hands, and shake us by our soul.
Lazise, guys, is not only a perfect holiday destination, but it is also an important historical place because it is known as the first comune in Italy. Can you just imagine? In the 10th century, attention, 10th century, the locals demanded from the emperor to grant them more autonomy in regards of taxes and governance, and the emperor agreed and granted them this autonomy because he didn't want to ruin their relationship. And basically Lazise then turned into the first commune in Italy, and then there were so many various governments here, the Republic of Venice and even Napoleon and different important families, but all of them always left the city with its autonomy, no matter what. I think that's pretty fascinating.
Say, someday we're all gonna be ringing that bell. One day we'll hear the sounds that can liberate us and take us out of hell.
This building, guys, is the old customs building, and it's fascinating because now it has various events like weddings. If you're planning a destination wedding on Lake Garda, keep that in mind, you can get married here, and I think that's really wonderful. However, it's a very important historical place also because Lake Garda used to historically be kind of a border between various regions, various autonomies, various governments, and this place clearly have played a very important role in all the geopolitics of the Middle Ages and later as well. So obviously the customs building was mandatory, but I love how it preserved still today and how it's still in function, different function obviously, but still I love it. Also, look how beautiful this area is. This is the old port of the city, and it was built in around 14th century, which is very impressive because the whole city is actually very, very old, as you can guess, rightly so. And I find this whole area very interesting, you know, because as I said before, geographically, politically, being on the border between Veneto and Lombardy, Republic of Venice basically, and Lombardy. Guys, it's very interesting how all of these historical events have influenced the development of the town, and how this town has been growing over the centuries, not only as a touristic destination as it is today, but it was also an important place historically, and I love it, guys. I think this is so magnificent. Wherever you go in Italy, you will not only find, you know, a mere touristic destination, you will find history everywhere, and I encourage you to dig deeper and to look for the historical facts when you're visiting places in Italy. The castle, guys, was built in the 14th century, obviously, as basically any other city, any other town here in Lake Garda. Lazise has its own castle. It was built by the Scaliger family, and sadly you can't visit it today. However, if you happen to be here in Lazise and if you want to visit the Scaliger castle, there is another town nearby which is called Sirmione, a little bit souther from here, and I have a video from there, and I visited a castle there, and the castle there is also amazing with beautiful views from the towers, and I highly recommend you to check out my video. I will leave you a link up here. And then if you happen to be in Lake Garda, feel free to visit it, because yes, here sadly you can't really see it, although there is a restaurant in the courtyard, so at least you can have lunch or dinner there. All around, let's see, there are these ancient city walls, and they're very impressive and look very powerful. And imagine the situation in 2018, basically 4 years ago. There was some restoration works going on here in the walls, and the workers found the remains of a mammal, apparently a cat, who was walled up alive inside the city walls. That's crazy to think. However, considering that the city walls were built in the Middle Ages, and during the Middle Ages the cats were considered the diabolic companions of witches, and you know all of the history of witch hunts and stuff like that, you can imagine why that poor cat ended up walled up alive here with some other bones, unidentified bones. However, the cats, guys, like, I mean, to wall up a cat alive. I have recently turned into a 100% dog person. However, I don't mind the cats either, and I can tell you that that's outrageous. But that's what the reality of the medieval times, and that's absolutely crazy to think about it. Okay, so now that we've established that the poor cats were hated here, and actually not only here but all around the country, because in the 13th century the Pope even authorized people to kill them in the name of God, which is outrageous, as I said before. It makes me really mad to think about it. However, not only the poor cats were suffering here, but also some women, because obviously Lazise, Middle Ages, this area was populated by witches, and local people hated them as well. As you know, it happens in many places. By the way, do you remember my vlog from Valeria where I talked about the most powerful witches in Italy? I will leave you a link up here if you want to see it once again, or if you haven't seen it. Here in Lazise there were local witches as well. I don't know if they were as powerful as the ones from Valeria. However, they also have had a very interesting and kind of sad story. But we have to go back to the port so I can tell you that story. Let's go! There was this village nearby in the hills near Lazise that was called Mondragon, Mondragone, and according to the local legend it was inhabited by witches, dragons and all other mysterious creatures. And the locals here in Lazise were really scared of them, and they said that the witches were causing thunderstorms here and all other, you know, disadvantages to the people. One local man has noticed that his boat was found in a different location every time after every single thunderstorm. And so once he decided to find out what was happening, and he hid inside his boat when there were some clouds on the sky, awaiting for the thunderstorm and awaiting for the night to come. Once it was dark outside and all of the locals were locked up in their houses, that poor man saw two women approaching his boat. They were pale, they had this very long hair, and he assumed that they were witches. They took the boat and sailed off in the lake. Around the middle of the lake, they met up with another boat with other witches and started plotting a new thunderstorm and all of the other things that they could have caused for poor people of Lazise and all the other towns here around Lake Garda. The man fainted because he was so afraid of them, And then the day afterwards, he was found by his companions, by his fellows here in Lazise. He told this story to the locals, and they decided to burn the castle with all the witches, and that's how the castle of Mondragon was burned down. Let's not discuss patriarchy and all this stuff here. However, you probably know what I think about this whole thing and this whole issue, but okay, it's not the case today. We'll leave it for another talk. However, you can still visit the village of Mondragon. However, it's really difficult to get there because you need to climb up the hills, and it's like a hike, and the village is kind of abandoned, a ghost village, which would be cool to visit. Maybe not today, maybe not with my look today. However, tell me in the comments if you'd like me to visit it, and maybe one day I'll return with proper attire. How adorable are they, and how adorable is the fact that you can see them and watch them here on Lake Garda. This place is absolutely fantastic. It's mind-blowing in terms of nature, in terms of all of the birds and animals you can see here, in terms of the greenery. I love this place with my whole heart, and the truth is that basically I return here every year. Guys, if you like my content, if it inspires you to come visit more places, if it helps you when planning a trip to Italy, there is a magic button right beneath the video near the like button that is called Super Thanks button that you can use to help me support this channel so I can make more videos for you. Well, visiting Lake Garda is one tradition of mine, visiting this place more or less once a year, and having tiramisu here, I've decided to make it another tradition of mine. If you remember my vlog from Maltesine from last year, I had tiramisu there as well, and it was wonderful. And this year in Lazise, I've decided to have another tiramisu, so let's try it. It's very good, it's really good. It might have a little bit more whipped cream than I'd love, to be honest, because I'm not a fan of whipped cream, nor in tiramisu at least. But the bottom part is really good, the biscuit part is really good, and overall I like it, with wonderful view over the port. I think it's a perfect choice for summer when visiting Lake Garda. Another cool thing about Lazise, guys, if you're coming here with kids, or if you're anybody like myself who loves fun parks, there are two of them here nearby. There is one of the probably most famous fun parks in Italy and in Europe as well, Gardaland, located right here, and another one, Movieland, which is also absolutely amazing. There are also aqua parks here, so if you happen to be here, there will definitely be lots of things to do, and you'll never ever get bored here, I promise you. And that's it for today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video, this walkthrough Lazise and Lake Garda, which is a fantastic town. The lake is absolutely stunning. I genuinely love this place, and I hope that you loved it as well. If you're new here, as always, guys, welcome to my channel, welcome to Dramatically Expatic. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button to get the notifications of all the upcoming videos. And as always, don't forget to like, comment and share this video with your friends so I can make more videos like this for you and show you the beauty of Italy. Thank you guys for being here and enjoy your day.